renowned as crowd pullers. There's Paul Bracewell back in the side after 2.5 years. He was such an important part of Everton's midfield in that great season of '86 for them, alongside Peter Reid. Now he's taking Reid's place. And of course there must always be moments of concern for him as he wondered through those long years whether or not his career was over. And now that he's back, he must be wondering how he's going to stand up to the rigours of First Division football again. He'll find out soon enough. There's Neville Southall, the Everton goalkeeper. Now that's the full Everton lineup, with Bracewell the only change in at number 6. As for Tottenham, well, they've changed things around a little bit as the season has worn on. But as far as their lineup today is concerned, it is the side that played against Southampton in midweek. There are 2 substitutes. Significantly, Paul Walsh is one of them, the other John Moncur. On the bench for Everton, Neil MacDonald and Wayne Clark. John Giles is ever here to look down on the action. A match that I would have thought had the promise of offering quite some entertainment. Well, they're the views of some Everton fans, or Tottenham fans rather, about Bobby Mims. Tottenham are endeavouring to sign Erik Thorstvedt from Gothenburg. He's a Norwegian international goalkeeper, but obviously there are some at White Hart Lane who feel that Mims is the man for them. Referee today, Brian Hill from Kettering in Northamptonshire. The 2 captains, Kevin Ratcliffe and, of course, Gary Mabbutt. And it would appear that they're going to turn around for the first half. Everton, of course, in their famous blue shirts and white shorts, and Tottenham in their regular strip of white with navy blue trimmings. And there's always at big occasions in English football, you'll find a sizable contingent has crossed the water to be here. Among the visitors today, 42 boys and 4 teachers from St. Joseph's School in the Cregan in Derry. And I know there'll be a big Derry audience for this match, as there always is for live footballing occasions on RTE. There's Bracewell with Tony Cotty ready for the action. Brian Hill, the referee, is ready, and the game is on. Everton in blue playing left to right in the first half. And the first throw of the match coming, the first kick of the match almost. There's Mabbutt with the throw. 10 is Paul Stewart, and an early offside against Chris Waddle, who could see the funny side of it, as indeed could the linesman. That's Mabbutt. Trying to put pressure on him, it's Trevor Stephen. And that is a throw. Everton's ball taken by Stephen. Snowden getting himself into trouble. And Gascoigne plays it up the line, and that was a very good ball by Gascoigne. Stewart's after it, but Ratcliffe was there. Ball played forward by Van den Hauwe. And in went Mitchell-Thomas. And another throw to Everton. Bracewell taking it. Ian Wilson now. Thomas in hard. And that's too close to Mims, who shows safe hands on his first touch. Ironically enough, he was in goal for Everton when Paul Bracewell last played in a league match here 2.5 years ago. Snowden again, and a foul by Thomas on Tony Cotty. Cotty none the worse for it. And Snowden takes the free kick. That was Butters, the right back, a new name in the Tottenham lineup. In went Van den Hauwe, and out went the ball. There's some new names this season in the Tottenham Hotspur lineup, unfamiliar names. Guy Butters is one of those who's come into the side there. He is number 2. Just 19 years of age and a West Londoner from Hillingdon. Made his debut in the Spurs team this year. The cycling shorts that Graham Sharp prefers to keep the legs warm. Free kick this time to Tottenham. A tentative opening to the match. Paul Stewart, big bustling centre forward. Everton tried to sign him from Manchester City. He chose Tottenham instead. Played from the back. Up goes Mabbutt. In goes Stephen, and eventually it's out for a corner. First corner of the match to Tottenham Hotspur. And Southwood to do the organising. Terry Fenwick's gone up from the back. Here's the corner, and there's a bit of a push there from the big boys up from the back. Butters and Fenwick. Free kick to Everton. Sharp winning that. But it's come to Thomas. And away at an angle off his boot for a throw to Everton. That's Butters. Freshly into the Tottenham side. And goes Bracewell. Samways tidying up. Mabbutt off the body of Trevor Stephen and out of play. Chris Fairclough, Tottenham centre half. Snowden couldn't get onto that. Here's Mabbutt. Waddle's inside. Good ball from Mabbutt. Waddle, nobody in the middle for him, and Van den Hauwe doing the sensible thing simply. Astute piece of play that, Mabbutt for Waddle. But Van den Hauwe was there where no Tottenham man had ventured. Sharp again, first up, beating Butters. Offside against Paul Bracewell. And the free kick to Spurs with 5 minutes gone. Toddy off in chase, but not succeeding in retrieving it. And danger here in front of the Tottenham goal. The ball breaking free to Stephen. Now Van den Hauwe. In goes Sharp. Stephen. And Potty trying the overhead kick, but not really succeeding, but nonetheless prepared to try it. Ratcliffe. Sharp's off in chase after this. Butters has gone with him. Sharp driven very wide. And feeding it back to Stephen. Looking for Wilson at the back. And Thomas just got there. Mims has come chasing out of his goal and has saved the day. Check, thank you. This one, when you want to say something, I'll give you. So, nothing that you said this morning. So, throw to Tottenham. Stewart. On it goes to Waddle. The two-step indulged in with Watson, and Watson eventually hauling him back. And linesman Mr. Nolan raises the flag to indicate a foul against the Everton man, and it's a free kick to Spurs. Waddle to take it, and blocked by Stephen, and that's a throw. So calling up Mabbutt, who has expertise at sending them long into the area. From a standing start, not bad distance on it, across from Fairclough, and Ratcliffe puts it away. Southall underneath it. Now Mabbutt, and still Gary Mabbutt. And Spurs battling for the ground there. And then Gascoigne for Paul Allen. Everton living a trifle dangerously, but now Ian Wilson has it. And Everton try to bring some order to the proceedings, and it's back with Neville Southall. Well, I understand we've had some problems with John Giles' microphone, so we'll try again.
Well, I think Spurs are playing as I've seen them during the year in a five in midfield with Waddle supposed to be helping Stewart, but I don't think he stays forward enough to help him too much. But excellent game so far. Both teams trying to play, and some good players on the field, good passers.
Problem solved, sorry about that. And we can concentrate on the action now. 11 minutes gone, no score at Goodison, and the rain has now eased to a persistent drizzle. Well, a rather odd little interlude here, in that Pat Van den Hauwe disappeared down the tunnel to retrieve the ball. And a picture. Now, having got it back, the game continues. That was Fairclough, Thomas rather, that's Fairclough, number 5. But the ball's out for a throw to Everton. Some interesting duels set up for the afternoon. Butters, it appears, is following Sharp everywhere. Bracewell digging in, the ball out off Van den Haar, and that's a throw to Tottenham Hotspur. Mims. Vinnie Samways. And Fenwick to Waddle. They made it rather difficult for themselves, Tottenham, there. It's not really solving anything. Let's see what Fairclough can do. Waddle. Asked too much of Mabbutt, and he knows it.
I think that's what's one of the things wrong with Spurs. I think Waddle has a free role and he's going where he wants, but I think he just indulges himself too much. I think he should be forward there in those positions because Stewart is left up front on his own, and he should be free to go where he wants, up in the other half of the field, not in his own half of the field, because he's not really capable of doing all the things that he's trying to do in that particular part of the field.
Ratcliffe's head met that. Samways. And out off Chris Fairclough. Trevor Stephen with the throw. It's from McCall. Nicely laid back inside, but he needed a little more support than he had there. And Tottenham weaving their pretty patterns. But not really getting anywhere. Played over the top by Samways, but offside. Paul Stewart complaining, and the linesman indicating that he wasn't the one in question, but it was in fact Chris Waddle in the middle. On from Sharp, here goes Cotty, and Mims down to save. Snowden. Stephen round Samways. And Stephen's not round Mabbutt. And it's a throw to Everton. And the crowd urging Snowden to get on with it. Now Ratcliffe, who's gone up to join the attack. Van den Haar. And a free kick awarded against Kevin Ratcliffe. Paul Gascoigne having pushed forward. And Fenwick wants Guy Butters to go up as well. Watson first there. It's Gascoigne all the way through to Southall. Snowden. Fairclough out of play. Stephen. Another throw. It's Vinnie Samways, 20-year-old. Snowden made a mess of that. It's now Gascoigne. And seeking out Waddle. But just overhit. Ratcliffe. Snowden's made a run up the right and they can pick him out. The earlier ball might have been more effective, but now he's found McCall. Driven towards Sharp, and that was an important interception by Butters. It's now Wilson, Vanden Hauwe. And that was Cotty trying to knock home the rebound off Fenwick.
I think Everton look in better shape at the moment. They have a definite striking partnership in Sharp and Cotty, who are going to give them outlets and going to make runs behind the defence, whereas Spurs don't. They're going to look a little bit pretty, I think, in the middle of the field without making much penetration. I think you've got to get Waddle up beside Stewart and make him get runs behind the back four of Everton.
And that was just an indication of how important that interception by Butters was. Snowden looking for Bracewell. Won by Fairclough. Now Thomas. And Wilson did well there. Vanden Hauwe, it's gone straight to Thomas. Bracewell getting in the way of it. Vanden Hauwe keeping it in. And Kevin Ratcliffe. Oh, suddenly space here. Paul Stewart. And Waddle at the back. Oh, and put over the top by Samways. A clear-cut chance for Tottenham from that early run by Paul Stewart. And Samways with a free chance in front of the goal, putting it over the top. From behind that goal, Stewart pulling it all the way across to Waddle. And the Everton defence unhinged by this. And there's Samways, well, losing his balance, it must be said, but they'll feel he should have made more of that. That's a foul against Butters. McCall.
I think at that last instant, Stewart made a very good run. He might have held it just a little bit longer for Waddle to get there. He wasn't really onto the ball, and he could have held it just a little bit longer. It would have been a really good ball into Waddle.
Fenwick to Thomas. It's Waddle again. And now it's Paul Gascoigne. Allen. Waddle. Stewart. And still Waddle. He's offside though. It seemed too good to be true, didn't it? Snowden looking for Sharp. Fairclough underneath. Here's McCall. Sharp's offside and the whistle sounds. Still the drizzle falling on Goodison Park, but the cloud has broken somewhat, the cloud cover. There's quite a stiff breeze blowing the rain out to sea. So we might yet end the match in rather drier conditions, but for now it's chilly, as you can tell by the way El Tel is wrapped up against the cold. Snowden. Bracewell. Played up the line for McCall. A lovely weighted pass that was. Bracewell getting right back into his routine. Snowden. Headed out by Butters. It's Bracewell once more. Vanden Houwe. And Ratcliffe. Vanden Houwe's pass was a poor one. Ratcliffe suffering for it. Stewart, meanwhile, have been caught offside. Midway through the first half, Everton 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in the Football League Division 1. That's Kevin Ratcliffe. And Stevens in there. And Fairclough had to do the defending. Trevor Stephen getting into the danger zone. And a foul there against the Tottenham defender, rattling into Stuart McCall. Anxious times for Bobby Mims. Two is Snowden, also there Ian Wilson. And Wilson hitting it towards Sharp at the back. And it's come to Stewart. No Tottenham player upfield. Vanden Houwe. Now Bracewell. And Wilson and Mabbutt tangling together. Wilson pushed Mabbutt. And the Tottenham skipper wins the free kick. Aggression there from the Everton midfield player. Stephen with the head. Cotty. And that's Everton's ball. Chalk required for that cue. Trevor Stephen. Ball was out, thrown at Spurs. And 6 hit Gary Mabbutt. You can see some gaps in the crowd there. It's the Tottenham end. Oh, here goes Stewart. Maybe give them something to cheer. And he's given them a corner anyway, and they're cheering that. So now time for Neville Southall to feel the more anxious. Mitchell Thomas has gone up to join the action on the goal line. Stewart! Well, it left his forehead like a bullet, but it wasn't directed onto the goal. Paul Stewart, just one of several expensive footballing talents on the pitch. We have the two most expensive players in the history of English football here. And Paul Gascoigne of Tottenham, who signed for them in July from Newcastle United for £2 million. And then Tony Cotty made the move from West Ham to Everton for £2,200,000. So setting the record which currently stands. Cotty repaying his debt so far with 9 goals in Everton colours.
I think it's time to start showing a bit of value for that money, because none of the players really have influenced the game so far. It's very stop-go, and I think the likes of Gascoigne and that should get on the ball a little bit more and start getting moving.
Free kick awarded against Tottenham just as it appeared that Stewart and Waddle were about to set off something constructive. Radcliffe sending it to the unmarked Snowden. Towards Sharp, a little layoff for Bracewell. And Mims making the save he had to. Paul Bracewell clearly relishing this return to league action. Good layoff from Sharp here, who knew where Bracewell was, and the first time volley sending Mims full length. Gascoigne losing out. Fairclough now. McCall to Snowden. McCall's continued his run through the middle. Snowden was too slow to pick him up. And the vim has gone out of that particular attack. It was a good little run by McCall. Butters under no pressure. Wilson. And Sharp rolling it for Van den Haar. Rather easily past Thomas. And Wilson back towards Van den Haar. And the Spurs defence parted rather like the Red Sea there, but Pat Van den Haar hadn't the finish to make them pay. Cotty. Advantage played. That's Thomas. Wilson has it back. And an infringement spotted there again by Stuart McCall. Free kick to Tottenham. Stewart missing his contact. Now Watson. Butters beating Cotty. Waddle. Again, very deep. That's from Mabbutt. He just couldn't keep it in. Cotty pushed out of it by Fairclough. And a free kick to Everton. 30 minutes gone, still we await the first goal. And as you can see, the sky brightening overhead. Snowden with a free kick. Sharp got there. And now Stephen. And still Stephen. And Sharp. And Sharp playing it back towards Van den Haar to get it out of the rut. Bracewell. Butters away. Gascoigne. Stewart going after it, and Southall thought about coming from his goal, and good defending by Snowden. The powerful legs of Paul Stewart putting him into a dangerous position. Snowden did the saving. Allen. And that's away for another throw to Everton. Van den Haar. Away by Radcliffe. Now it's Fenwick again, and that's for Waddle on the outside. With him is Van den Haar. And he dug out the cross, but didn't dig it out to any great effect. Tottenham had men in the box there. Bracewell forced backwards.
Well, it's certainly a bit scratchy at the moment, and with the amount of talent that's on the pitch, I would have expected more players to get on the ball and get it passing around a little bit more. Gascoigne is very good when he does get on it. He's the most imaginative of the players, but he's not getting it on it often enough. And certainly there's more talent there than looks. So both sides giving the ball away far too easily. Look at that.
Well, both sides at it. Let's see if Paul Allen can make anything of this. Thomas, he's onside. Stewart hanging back. Now it's Gascoigne. And that's wasted too. Sharp. Stephen, and Snowden's gone on the run up the wing. That the ball's going to win that. Ian Snowden, well used to forward runs, only recently converted into a right back. Waddle. Radcliffe. Van den Hauwe. Now McCall. Sharp. McCall and Stephen. Sharp rather taken out of it by his own man, but Cotty's in the middle, and so is Ian Wilson. And Mabbott won it back. Now Waddle. Stewart's up ahead, trying to stay onside, but he's offside, which is presumably why Waddle held onto the ball. Now Thomas. Waddle. And they're really running out of options, Tottenham. They lost their way completely there. And it's now Trevor Stephen for Everton. Bracewell. Van den Hauwe. And Bracewell once more to Snowden. Now it's Snowden against Mabbott. That's played through towards Cotty. Cotty's onside. And Cotty still there and gets it! And that is Tony Cotty's 100th league goal. And just when it seemed he had completely made a mess of it, he regained his composure to stick it away. And Snowden with a lovely little ball in to Tony Cotty, and he seemed to stagger there and then was able to pick his spot. Great ball by Snowden to pick him out. Tottenham were looking for the offside. Cotty, was he aware that he was being closed down by Fenwick, or did he simply slip? In any event, he was there to tuck it away, and that's a real striker's goal.
That was brilliant finishing by Cotty, but again, it's Spurs are committing suicide, because Fairclough had Cotty, and Cotty was facing he was back to the goal, and as you saw the ball in the air from Snodden, he came running out to play offside. And I'm afraid that's part of the modern game today. Instead of playing the ball on its merits, he didn't know there's a player behind him, Thomas, keeping Cotty onside. There was no danger if he stayed goal side of him. I think that's scandalous to try to be playing offside in that situation. Good finishing from Cotty, excellent finishing.
Well, meanwhile, Gary Mabbott's gone down injured. He tangled with McCall and went down like the proverbial sack of potatoes. But unfortunately, he hasn't got up from that, and Tottenham have had to send on assistance. So here it is again. Mabbott On the ball, in from the back comes McCall, and yes, he caught him in the ankle. He's got a free kick, but Mavitt's been down since that point. McCall giving away the free kick, but Mavitt is back on his feet. John Sheridan, the physio, has done his work, and Mavitt's all right. So that goal coming after 35 minutes. Sharp's now in the wars. And the ball's out, and this will mean assistance required for the Everton striker. They still haven't... This is the incident again. It's Samways and Sharp. Sharp going in, and Samways coming down on top of him, really, which was really 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I don't think there was any malicious intent there. Sharp just found the young Londoner landing on top of him, and that was what caused the problem. So Everton are in the fortunate position today of having Wayne Clark on the bench, because if they do have to take Sharp off, they can replace him with another striker. Well, Sharp looks as if he's going to leave the action. Sharp lasted 39 minutes of this match, and it looks rather as though Wayne Clark will be coming on. And obviously they knew from the start that Sharp was in considerable trouble, because they had the sub out warming up, and they didn't hang about on the pitch. They got him off the pitch, and away he went. So on comes Wayne Clark rather, for just his 4th appearance of the season as substitute. The last of those back in September when they beat Bury in the Littlewood Cup here in September. So the first substitution made, Wayne Clark is on. Now it's Watson. Bracewell. And Cotty. And that just whistled behind. Well, he got the goal that he was threatening to get, and another slice of that big transfer fee paid back. On by Stewart. Snowden up to Clark. And that was a handball, it seemed, but instead the free kick's gone for the foul by Butters. And another free kick in a dangerous position, and Snowden and Wilson again together. That's Snowden, no good. Gascoigne away. Stewart the only man up against Ratcliffe. Good defending by Ratcliffe. Now Van den Haag. Snowden in space, but the pass wasn't measured. It's Gascoigne, dispossessed by Wilson. And the free kick awarded against Wilson for obstruction. And the game continues with Waddle. And that's Samways getting in round the back, played in towards Stewart. Ratcliffe missed it, and Van den Hau just knocked it away from Mitchell Thomas. Well, that's twice in this first half that he's come to the rescue for Everton in situations like that. A ball whipped in from the wing, and on that occasion Mitchell Thomas was nearly there, making contact. So a corner is all that Tottenham have from the incident. And there's Waddle. And it's back to him again. Oh, off the line by Snowden as it drifted in on the breeze. Stewart, Fairclough, and Fenwick, and Southall making the save, but that was not the kind of composed defending we've come to expect from Everton. Meanwhile, here's Cotty, Clark, and Cotty once more. And that's a throw to Everton. Now this was the incident again. Ball curled in by Waddle, and it had to be saved by Snowden on the line. Stephen. Clark. Van den Hau. And Mims, as Cotty came in to try to put pressure on him. Just a couple of minutes to half-time. And it's now Snowden again. McCall. Ratcliffe. Cotty couldn't get away from Fairclough. Cleared by Watson. Stephen and McCall. Samways going in on him. McCall's strength took him through there. And now Snowden. McCall wants it played over the top. He'd gone on a run, but it was all too ponderous. They don't seem to be aware of the little runs he's making in the inside right channel. Snowden offside against Tony Cotty.
Well, there hasn't been very much in the game between the two sides, but the goal that Everton scored, and full marks to Cotty for tightening very well. But Spurs, you can't win matches if you defend and like that and give goals away so easily. You've got to defend your goal and make a team work for it, and Spurs didn't do that. They've given them a goal start, and it's no surprise that they're at the bottom of the league if they do things like that.
Well, 45 minutes have elapsed. We're now into added time. And just the one goal between them coming 10 minutes before the break from Everton's marksman-in-chief, Tony Cotty. Van den Hau with the throw, out from Fairclough. It's Chris Fairclough, former Nottingham Forest defender. It's left Everton with the throw. Wilson laid back to Bracewell. All the way across, cut out by Mabbutt. Samways. A great tussle that between Samways and McCall, and it's not over yet. The Tottenham youngster winning it. McCall getting his own back on Waddle. Now Cotty. Rolled for Snowden. And that's cut out by Thomas. But what a great challenge that was by Stuart McCall to get the ball back and set up that Everton attack. Well, there's the half-time whistle, and the goal coming from Tony Cotty. Yes, his 10th of the season, the 100th league goal of his career, and that really doing Everton proud, and I should think pleasing the 42 schoolboys from Cregan and every other in blue and white in Goodison Park. But Tottenham still very much in it. Half-time at Goodison, Everton 1, Tottenham 0. And Everton, I suppose, just about worth that. But we've seen the jitters in both defences. By no means the kind of fast and flowing match that we might have expected from two sides. Two sides featuring some of the most expensive players in British football. Two of them we're looking at there, Chris Waddle and Paul Stewart, as the second half gets underway. Not forgetting Paul Gascoigne and Tony Cotty. Cotty, at least, has been rather more conspicuously successful since his move from West Ham to Everton. That have the expensive buys indulged in by Terry Venables. Tottenham still quite away from getting it right. It's Wayne Clark on as a substitute for Graham Sharp. Snowden. Paul Allen. Another expensive Spurs signing, though not by Terry Venables. Terry Fenwick cost a lot of money as well. That's Waddle. Cut out by Stephen and back to Southall. The word from the dressing room at half-time is that Graham Sharp, who had a groin injury playing for Scotland against Switzerland, one that keeps recurring, and it's one of the reasons why he wears the cycling shorts underneath his football shorts, has felt the twinge again after that challenge with Sam Ways, and that's why he went straight off. Trevor Stephen playing it in towards Cotty, away by Mitchell Thomas. Allen, fouled by Clark. Two protagonists in that little incident. Just giving Tottenham the free kick. Terry Fenwick, central defender, to Vinnie Samways, central midfielder, and Chris Fairclough. He must shoulder some of the blame for that goal, having skipped away from Cotty to try and get an offside, as John Giles was so rightly pointing out, leaving Cotty with a free run in the end to get the goal. Watson towards Cotty, but somewhat flat-footed.
Well, I must say, Spurs are looking at a bad side at the moment. They've got to get their act together, and if Everton pick it up, they could win this game easily. Spurs are very casual and complacent around the middle of the field and giving the ball away far too easily.
And they've done it again. Bracewell to Snowden. Snowden caught in two minds by Mabbutt, and Bracewell getting back. And I'd say he is pretty satisfied with the way his return to league action has gone. Here he is again, and that's for Snowden. McCall, and then Snowden again, and McCall played in towards Cotty, but Fairclough got there and was taking no chances. Chris Fairclough knocking it away. Oh, Terry Venables and Alan Harris, they must really know that their team has a long way to go before it's anything like championship potential. Ian Wilson there to take the corner. Up goes Watson, headed away by Butters, back in by Bracewell. They hit Trevor Stephen on the back. It's now McCall, and Cotty trying to get in around the back, but Mims was composed. Wayne Clark. It's Gascoigne. Thomas. Bracewell winning it back. Clark. Thomas ran at Clark there. And it's a free kick to Everton. It was Thomas who caught Clark. He's given Everton the free kick. Ratcliffe. Stephen with a header. Mims feathering it safely in. Bracewell. He's losing to Gascoigne. Still it's Gaza. And he's fouled by Wilson. And it's a free kick to Tottenham. And finally a shout to getting behind the North Londoners. Gascoigne, and flicked on by Thomas. Butters couldn't get in on the back. Well, Mitchell Thomas directed it into the danger zone from the free kick, but it led to nothing. Gascoigne curling it. A little nudge on from Thomas, but Butters was flat-footed. The first indication of his potential. And the game is 50 minutes old. Waddle. Gascoigne, that was nice. Waddle's continued ahead, and he was slow picking him up. That pass really needed to be delivered much sooner than that. There's Gascoigne again. Oh, he's got through them this time, and Gascoigne's away. Cross comes Ratcliffe. Great defending. Well, suddenly Paul Gascoigne's coming to the boil, but that was superlative defending from Kevin Ratcliffe. Game catching fire. Clark the nudge down, but set for a foul. Terry Fennick.
Well, Gascoigne showed there what great talent he has, and again, if he could just get himself into positions to use a little bit more, but good covering from Ratcliffe in that position, and it was Ratcliffe's pace that got him there. But I think with anybody else on the Everton side, Gascoigne would have got through.
Waddle. And that's played out towards Mabbutt, but cut out by Snowden. Snowden, helped out by Stephen. Played in towards Snowden again, but too close to Butters. And that's away for a corner, says the linesman. It rather looked like went out of play over the touchline, but the linesman was right there. Up for Everton now. Stephen, Wilson rather, taking it in towards Dave Watson. And now it is Trevor Stephen on the far wing. Bracewell and Mabbutt with the challenge. Bracewell blocked there by Gascoigne. And out of play once more. Another throw to Everton. Well, if Tottenham have picked it up a bit, Everton are finding it difficult to just to kill him off. Clark. Now it's McCall. Cotty. Cotty battling on, and now McCall once more, but eventually Samway's away, but it's gone straight to Snowden. Poor defensive header by Thomas. Fairclough rather, Thomas it was who came in on Wilson, but not really a centre-half's header at all. It put pressure on the Spurs defence and has given Everton the free kick.
Thomas should be booked. That's the second time. Every time he's got near an Everton player, he has a kick at him. He gives some stupid players free kicks away for Spurs, and this is a very dangerous position. But he should have been booked for that. That's twice he's done.
So Everton ready with a free kick. It's Ian Wilson taking it. In went Dave Watson, but Mims was there to claim it. On from Stewart. And Waddle trying a shot. Was always curling away. This is Wilson. Wilson. That's Allen winning it back. And a throw to Everton. Allen couldn't believe it, but it was the combined verdict of referee and linesman. Ratcliffe. Clark falling over and no foul awarded. Cotty. Watson. Stephen. Snowden. Clark. Snowden again. McCall again winning it back. Fiery challenge from the Scot. Now Stephen. Bracewell. Ratcliffe. And that was the head of Terry Finnick. And Sam Ways to Allen. Mavett. Stewart. Taking on Watson. And still Stewart. And still Stewart. Trying to roll it back to Mavett. And he just couldn't get the angle on it. Mavett not able to make the best of that after a very good run by Paul Stewart. Stephen. Ratcliffe. And now Clark for Snowden. Towards Stephen. It's down to Bracewell. That was nearly the fairy tale. Paul Bracewell returning to action after that long layoff, and there in the right place. Snowden played it in. It was Stephen who went up to try and make something of it. Came out from Fenwick, and look at Bracewell here, but he just couldn't force it onto the goal. Paul Bracewell back in the action, and this is the man he's replacing, Peter Reid. Player coach with Everton, delighted himself that Bracewell is fit again to be back in the side. And there's Bracewell back on the ball, fouled by Paul Gascoigne. Free kick has been taken quickly. It's Wilson for Everton. Van den Hau getting round the back and just couldn't keep it in play. So Tony Cotty, the difference between the sides so far.
I must say, if I was Terry Venables watching this, I'd be a very worried man, because when Everton get the ball, there's only Gascoigne there, and now and again Gascoigne making an attempt to really get it back, and Everton are able to pass it from one to the other and get good passing movements without a challenge from the Spurs players, and you can't do that and win games. You give goals away like they did, and give us teams as much room as they are doing. You can't do that. They've really got to shake themselves up and get going and get a bit more determination about it, because if Everton get another goal, they could run out 4 or 5 winners here.
There's an hour of the match gone. It's still just 1-0. Coddy's goal 10 minutes before half-time is the difference between the sides at this stage. Fennick. And it's gone very scrappy, hasn't it? 29,657 in here. Not by any means the Everton top whack this season. Everton's average attendance is just over 30,000 and the third best attended team in the Football League after Liverpool and Manchester United. So a little under the average today for Everton. An attractive fixture with Tottenham coming. You'd have thought maybe some more would have paid in, but it's a wintry afternoon on Merseyside, and that may have had its impact as well. Stewart won it back. It's now Gascoigne. Waddle. Samways and Waddle again. And Watson. Oh! Southall to the rescue. Superlative goalkeeping as Dave Watson thanks him for it. A rare error from the big centre-half, as usual, looks so dominant in the air. And he just got this one wrong from Waddle. Maybe it'd have been better if he had gone for it with his head. Watson, instead, he very nearly caused Southall the indignity of picking it out of the net, but Southall's one of the tops, isn't he? And there's Watson, and that's better.
And that was goalkeeping at its best, because he's had nothing to do so far in the game, Southall, and getting a deflection off your own defender, it's caught him completely off on the wrong foot, but brilliant goalkeeper to get across to it. But again, Waddle, it was about time Waddle did something for Spurs. That's the first cross he's got in for ages, and he's been a bigger nuisance to him, I think, than a help.
Well, I can tell you now that the afternoon on Merseyside is really miserable. The breeze whipping in, the rain. It's coming down in torrents on Goodison Park. Mind you, that could have turned the game on its head. Stewart now going through, and still Stewart. Ratcliffe just got there ahead of him. But had Southall not made that save, Tottenham, without really being worth it, would be right back in it at 1-1, and who knows what might have happened. As it is, Everton still have their lead. The 63rd minute of the contest. Stephen. Ratcliffe, rather. Southall got in, and everyone's looks at the moment. Magnificent stop. Nice way off from Cotty, and that really wasn't the best refereeing that we've seen. Cotty undoubtedly fouled, ankles tapped by Fairclough, but McCall had the ball and was ready to go, and the referee pulled it back. We always commend referees if they play the advantage to good effect, but my word, I think it needs to be said when they don't as well. Mabbutt from Ratcliffe's free kick, knocking it away. Mims doing the organising, and Ian Wilson will take the corner kick. Watson. Watson committed a foul in doing that. It's a free kick to Spurs. Lambert saving Tottenham, giving away the corner, and as it happened, nothing came from that. Allen. Thomas. Tidied up by Bracewell. Very satisfactory return to the first team. And now Cotty. Cotty fouling Gascoigne. Paul coming steaming in. Bracewell, not shirking the physical side of it. Paul Bracewell, and fouled in the end by Gascoigne. And it looks as though the game drifting away from the referee at the moment. And Hill having words with Gascoigne for that challenge of Bracewell. It's given Everton another free kick. Ratcliffe once more. Bracewell. Come back to Ratcliffe again. It's played wastefully through the middle. More than hope than anything else. It's Mims with a clearance down towards Stewart, beaten by Watson, beaten unfairly, and rather having a lot of whistle here for what looked pretty straightforward challenges. And now with just under 25 minutes to go, Vinnie Samways is going off, and Paul Walsh is coming on to try and add a bit of beef to the Tottenham attack. Walsh, who must sport the longest hair in Division 1. Means that Tottenham will now have an extra man up front. Waddle. Walsh has scored just once for Tottenham since joining them from Liverpool. Gascoigne now on the ball. Gascoigne once more. Thomas didn't continue his run. But he got through Bracewell, and then the ball's gone out. Goal kick.
Well, Spurs might have a better balance now with Walsh on the pitch, because he'll play up alongside Stewart, and Waddle can go. He should go on one side of the field or the other, on the wing, where he's really at his best, and he can do something positive for Spurs. And Walsh is a forward player, and he's like to just do something on his own as well.
Clark. And Cotty, he did well to get it out of there, Clark. He lost his footing then. Cotty having to hold it up himself. Clark back in business though, and seeking out Trevor Stephen. Snowden's gone on the outside. In for the call. Gascoigne on it for Tottenham. McCall tigerish in pursuit, and Everton have it with Snowden. Stephen, Wilson, Cotty, Wilson, and deflected just away from Wayne Clark back to Mills.
You notice McCall getting after Gascoigne there. That's the difference between the two sides as well. The Everton players are tightening down much quicker and getting after the Spurs players. Whereas the Spurs players are not doing that to Everton. They're allowing them to play, and it's very difficult to win matches when you do that.
Gascoigne, Waddle, Gascoigne again. Bracewell on them. Thomas, and tidied up by Wilson. On from Clark. Mabbott and Waddle. Watson against Stewart. Walsh there. This is Paul Walsh. And still Walsh. And down he goes. And that should have been a penalty, I feel. But the referee was not in the slightest bit interested, and he was right down there beside him. Waddle again. Knocked away by Ratcliffe. And that's a throw to Spurs. Walsh again. Well, was this a penalty or was it not?
I watched as well here. I would have given a penalty in that situation. Pulled back, cut his legs. I think it was Watson was trying to get after him there, because he was gone past him, but that looked likely to get a shot in anyway.
So a little under 20 minutes to go at Goodison Park, and just the one goal in it, scored by Tony Cotty to 35 minutes of the game. Clark. Bracewell. Van den Haar. And Bracewell once more. And Clark unable to keep his feet. Now it's Waddle. He's got Walsh to the right, and that's for him. Waddle and Stewart and Thomas going through the middle. And a poor finishing ball from Walsh. And well retrieved by Ian Wilson. And now it's Ratcliffe. Bracewell. Oh well. I think it might have been expected that he would keep the movement going forward. Fenwick. And again. Well, now they try to get something going, but that was misdirected by Fenwick. Mabbott had gone on the run. He's had a strange sort of a second half, Brian Hill. Looked at from this angle. Played up by Watson. Cotty's gone on a run. Cotty against Fairclough. And Fairclough decisive. Stephen from a call. Gascoigne composed to get it away like that. Watson. And Watson again. Clark. Clark did well there, and a lovely ball to Stephen, who wasn't marked. Clark almost a substitute for Graham Sharp. Still Trevor Stephen in towards Cotty, And Cotty still battling on, and the ball's gone, and it's a goal kick. So Cotty, the difference between the sides, just the one goal in it so far, 35 minutes into the match.
If you watch Snodden play the ball forward here, watch the Spurs player Fairclough. Look at him coming out the edge of the box with his hand in the air, and then Fennick is behind him playing on onside. But good look at this real goal finishing at its best. He knew exactly what he was doing, took him away into the corner, cool finishing. He slipped at first, regained his balance, then a little tuck into the corner. Goal scorers of his quality always make it look easy when they get into that position. And Cotty did that there.
Allen. Quarter of an hour to go, and still just that goal from Tony Cotty in it. Chris Waddle. Gascoigne spread wide. Terry Fennick. And straight at Southall. Still the rain falls. Gascoigne. Stewart. And slotted through to Gascoigne. And Gascoigne denied by McCall. And he's furious, but for me, Everton's man of the match, getting right in there, and a superb bit of cover defending by Stuart McCall. Gascoigne did terribly well here, helped on by Stewart, and it seemed he had to score, but McCall came thundering in. Brilliant. There's the corner, and away by Watson. Well, first Southall and then McCall have kept Everton in front. Waddle, goal kick.
I think we've seen flashes today of more than flashes of Gascoigne's brilliance, and he was brilliant there. He started that move out to the right, and then he went for the return ball from Stewart. But McCall had great heart there and got back very quickly. And in fact, what happened, I think, was once Gascoigne got through, if he'd have held it, hit it a little bit easier, I think McCall would have flashed past the ball because he was getting back so quickly and taking a chance on it. But great defensive play and good cover, and shows his heart to make the effort to get back in that situation. A lot of players would have given up before as Gascoigne went around the goalkeeper.
Well, still the Tottenham go forward. Van den Huis should be able to clear this. But it's harking back to the old terminology. For me, we've seen a really good old-fashioned right half's performance, wing half's performance from Stuart McCall today in the blue shirt of Everton, and that really capped it. 12 minutes to go. Everton 1, Tottenham 0. And Everton fortunate indeed to have them at 0 at this point. Bracewell. Snowden. Clark. McCall. Cotty. Clark. That was good. But just the eye of the needle not proving wide enough. Awaiting Clark's return. Stewart beating Watson. Thomas, who's gone much more forward now in the second half. Bracewell sliding in. And eventually Butters coming away with the ball, but a little unsettled there.
I must say I've been particularly impressed with Butters today. He's cost Spurs nothing. He's probably been the most consistent player over the 90 minutes. Only a young lad playing the centre-back who's been extremely good and extremely effective. But again, in a match, it shows the importance of not losing goals, certainly silly goals. That's what Spurs did early on, and now they're trying to chase it. Whereas if they hadn't given that goal away, they'd be favourites to win the match, because it's the away team. They'd be able to hold on to it a little bit better, and Everton would have to go chasing it and leave gaps at the back, and that's how the goal dictates how the games go. Spurs are chasing it now, and but they have done well in the last 15 minutes, particularly, mostly through Gascoigne.
There's 10 minutes to go now. Everton 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Thomas putting pressure on Butters there. Now it's Fennick. Mabbutt and Waddle. Good ball. Bracewell and Stephen to tidy it up. Cliff and Bracewell, and then stopping around the ankles, perhaps just feeling the pace of First Division football again after all this time. There's Walsh cut out by Radcliffe, and now McCall again. Here he goes. Crowd love this fella, and it's easy to see why. Great ball too. Wayne Clark just too close to Mims. And after such a long time away, 2.5 years missing, an injury that took 6 operations to clear up, the tiredness now beginning to become apparent in Paul Bracewell's legs, but he hasn't looked out of place at all, even after that lengthy layoff. Gascoigne for Tottenham. Walsh. And Bracewell with Ratcliffe getting it away, and now it's Cotty. Needs a bit of support. He got away from that well. Wilson's gone forward. Here's Ratcliffe. Clark just couldn't get there. And now it's Paul Allen. Paul Gascoigne. Walsh ahead of him. And Thomas goes up the right. If that's meant for Walsh, it was straight at Watson. Now Waddle. Offside. Offside against Mitchell Thomas. Oh well. That was meant for the benefit of this man, Paul Gascoigne. A bit of a character, all right. Glories in the nickname of Fat Boy because of his barrel chest. But he has lost weight in the recent past at Tottenham. He gets really involved in his football. Cotty. Waddle again. Towards Walsh. Southall's out. Southall is gathered. Hard against Wayne Clark. And Walsh just losing his footing. It's been raining virtually throughout this match, and now the rain is cascading down as heavy as it's been. Thomas, he's got them a corner. Mitchell Thomas. And Heinzman. Right there to spot the deflection. And Guy Butters has gone up to join the fray. That's the big lad. Whipped in from Gascoigne, but The whistle sounding there, the referee not happy about something, so the corner will have to be taken again. I think he was just sorting out a little confrontation between Van den Hauwe and Thomas. With the lonely life of Bobby Mims, as Gascoigne sends it into the penalty area and Cotty knocks it away. Lonely for Mims because everybody else is in the Everton half, as Tottenham go in search of the equaliser, and twice it seemed they had on a plate. But a chance of a break on here for Everton. Bracewell. We move into the final 5 minutes of the contest. And Tottenham devoid of ideas there, all the way back to Mims. Gascoigne. Handball against McCall, and for me that played him on the hand, but I hadn't got the whistle. They'll welcome their hot shower. Can't say we'll welcome our climb down the ladder from our lofty perch. However, such are the joys. Gascoigne. And Ratcliffe again. Lovely ball to Stephen. Cotty ahead. Nobody in the middle as yet for Everton. Still it's Cotty. And that was Fenwick taking up the right position. Waddle hoofing it upfield. Chris Waddle, a strange kind of role. And at least they're well wrapped up against it. Cotty. That's Gascoigne. Arrogantly back to Bobby Mims. Just 3 minutes to go, and Tottenham, it seemed that they'd got the equaliser when Watson miscued, but Southall got back to claw it away. Then it was Gascoigne clean through, but McCall's sliding intervention stopped that one going in. And now with 87 minutes gone, there's 3 to go. It's still 1-0. Game picked up somewhat in the second half, all right, but not the contest we were expecting. Not helped, I'm sure, by the conditions. This is Stephen. Wilson. And how goes outside. Wilson plays it in towards Cotty. Fenwick is there first. Now it's Mabbutt. 2 minutes to go. Gascoigne. And Mabbutt had continued forward. Skipper against skipper, and the Everton man coming out on top. Snowden, but Trevor Stephen wasn't there. Ratcliffe the winner. Allen. Waddle. Gascoigne. McCall. And Everton move forward once more. Cotty's made a run. McCall saw him, but he'd been marked up, which is why the pass wasn't played. Now it's Trevor Stephen. And that goes out off Terry Fenwick. So into the last minute we go, and Everton, who haven't been beaten since we saw them go down at Aston Villa on Sports Stadium 6 weeks ago, look like making it 8 without defeat. Certainly I think there's no question of them being defeated now. The question is, do they hold on for their 4th win in those 8 matches? and it seems likely they will.
Well, I think they deserve to win the game over the 90 minutes, just about. Spurs have had a few flashes, but overall Everton have been the better team, been more determined. But Terry Venables will look back on the goal that they lost and wonder why Fairclough did what he did, trying to come out to play offside, which they could very well have got a no-score draw here. But that's the game. You can't do things like that and win matches. And overall, Everton have deserved to win.
And the watch says 5 seconds to go. Wayne Clark. So we're into stoppage time now, and Tottenham's cause would appear to be lost. Bracewell driving in. Mims again. And all the way back to Southall. Well, there can't be much in it now. And Southall just taking his time. A very close look at the watch by Brian Hill, the referee. And this is going to be Everton's day by the look of it. Southall. Here's the show blast of the whistle, and that's it. And Southall largely responsible for the fact that Everton have kept Tottenham scoreless. The first team in the First Division to do that this season. Tony Cottee, after 35 minutes, taking advantage of Tottenham's slack defending to get in and knock home the goal that decided it. And despite claims for a penalty against Everton when Walsh went down, despite the missed kick by Watson that Southall saved, and despite Gascoigne's attempt with McCall's intervention, Everton kept the score sheet blank and kept the points. Final score at Goodison Park: Everton 1, Tottenham 0.